Welcome back to bxbTV, the channel that recommends the best gay movies to all of us. We realize that in recent years there have been fewer and fewer best gay movies released. In our opinion, the peak of gay movies was in the early 2000s, where everything was packaged casually but with a very cool plot. We have 10 recommendations for the best gay movies released in the early 2000s. If there are any best movies that we haven't mentioned, please write them in the comments. Like and subscribe because you are cool, very compatible with this channel. Let's start with the first movie. The first is a film entitled A Single Man, which was released in 2009 and starred famous actor Colin Firth. Set in the 1960s, George felt very desperate and wanted to end his life after learning that his partner for 16 years had to die in a car accident. Before he ended his life, he met several people who could change his decision. One of them was Kenny, his own student at college. He also never stopped getting support from his bestie, Charlotte. One of the mysterious, cold, full of despair, but very inspiring films.
Touch me.
Next, there is a film released in 2008 entitled Dream Boy. This film is based on a novel of the same title by Jim Grimsley. Nathan is a shy teenager who always accompanies his parents when they move for religious reasons. Nathan also moves to a new school where he meets his senior, who steals his attention, Roy. Their friendship grows closer. The desire to belong to each other continues to grow. Unfortunately, their relationship is not entirely happy.
I've always had a bit of a thing about the strong silent type.
Next, there is a film with a rather confusing storyline, No Night is Too Long. Tim is a college student who is blessed with a handsome face. Not only that he gets a lot of attention from the people around him. Tim is a favorite student on his campus. Everything that many people dream of is in his life. But one day, he meets a mysterious man who gives him a passionate kiss, slowly changing Tim's life to be darker, full of trials, and ending in a strange love triangle.
How you doing, man? I haven't seen you since like your graduation.
You want to go surfing?
Shelter is one of the most popular films in 2007. This film tells the story of a teenager named Zach who has to stop dreaming. His family's circumstances make it impossible for him to continue his education. Not only that, he also has to support his sister and nephew. Zach has a bestie named Gabe, who can be said to be the opposite of him. He is rich, and his family loves him. Gabe has a brother named Shawn. That's where Zach first met Shawn.
You're also sassy and sarcastic, but no one retaliates in a truly harmful way.
I saw that bitch.
The Curiosity of Chance. 2006, Chance Marquis is a gay teenager who is full of confidence, friendly, and simple. Although his life seems happy, he often gets bullied at the international high school. Chance begins to know the world of drag clubs. He learns many things there, becomes himself, and gets a lot of support. But sadly, the photos when he participated in the contest had to be spread widely at his school, which made him the center of attention. Next, there is a film titled Jitters, which was released in 2010. Gabriel is a teenager who is in the phase of finding his identity. He takes a trip to the UK. There, he meets a man named Marcus. Gabriel tries to tell his friends about it. And when the trip is over, he becomes a teenager who has completely changed. One of the inspiring films, especially for teenagers and parents. You can watch this movie on Amazon Prime.
te la he puesto a huevo. ¿Tú qué más quieres? A ver, que te acabe pintando una dianita.
Chef's Special is a Spanish film released in 2008. Maxi is a gay who works as a famous chef. He has a very crowded restaurant in Madrid. He becomes a successful gay chef without any obstacles. But when his son from his previous marriage appears as his neighbor, Maxi's life slowly changes into something he never imagined before. This film has a romantic comedy genre. What do you think, guys?
Dale, para la chica, para la chica. Dale, ya está. Está bien. No te bien. Ahí está. ¿Te quedas?
Plan B is an Argentinian romantic comedy film released in 2009. Bruno has been in a relationship with his girlfriend for a long time, but they had to separate in the middle of the road. Bruno still monitors his ex-girlfriend. Even at that time, she had a new boyfriend. His name was Pablo. Bruno doesn't hate Pablo. They are even friends. Bruno's initial goal was to find Pablo a new partner and not be with his ex-girlfriend.
After going offsides, his teammates give him the boot.
Almost kann nicht Fußball spielen.
Eki is a soccer player who is shunned by his teammates because they know that he is gay. But his dream does not stop there. He decides to take a trip to Dortmund and recruit all the soccer players who are also gay like him. Eki wants to prove that gays also have the same opportunity to become a soccer player. This film has a romantic comedy genre with 1 million messages for the audience. One of the films released in 2004 and should not be missed.
Well, since we're gonna be working together, I reckon it's time we start drinking together.
Our last recommended movie is Brokeback Mountain, which was released in 2005. Set in 1963, Ennis and Jack are destined to work together on a sheep farm. They get to know each other during their work, grow closer, and love grows between them. After their work ends, they decide to separate even though their hearts don't want it. Several years later, they decide to reunite with their new lives. They both marry women. This movie is one of the most successful movies of all time. Tell us a movie similar to this. And here are the 10 hottest gay movies released in the early 2000s. Of course, there are many best gay movies that we haven't mentioned. Let us know in the comments. Check the video description for links to watch the recommended movies in this video. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.